We pound people with knives.
To death.
None of us really see things as they are. We see things as we are.
We have this dirty secret.
It's like I'm on the outside looking in.
In every marriage, there is pretending, even the best ones.
Nobody knows nothing about anybody.
Hey guys, it's the Fat Red. This is obviously not a new song. A new song will be out on June 3rd. This is a Q&A and you guys sent me a lot of questions on Facebook and on Twitter, and here are my answers. I'm from Göttingen, a small university town in Germany. I lived in Munich and in Los Angeles for quite a while, but in 2013 I moved back to my hometown here to a small village in the south of Göttingen. My real name is Christian Friedrich Johannes Büttner, but you can call me Chris. I'm 36 years old still, because my birthday is June 1st, so pretty soon, so I'm almost 37. That would be Augustina Hell from Munich. Probably in our next life, because in this life I'm already married. There is a story behind it. When I was at school, I was smaller than everybody else, like really short. And when you're so small and you're a boy, because you know boys fight, you easily get bullied. So I had two options. Either I could just avoid any conflict, or I could become really aggressive, which was what I did. And I started doing Kung Fu to defend myself. And so people started calling me Splinter, like the master of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But soon they discovered that Splinter is not insulting enough. You know, nicknames have to be insulting at school. And so they just called me the Rat. And yeah, when I started playing online games, I picked up that name and called myself the Fat Rat. And yeah, the name stuck with me. So when I started making music, I used the same name and I still have it. I started really young. I was punching the piano sitting on my mother's lap when I was like 1 year old. And I started playing flute when I was 4, and I started really learning the piano when I was 6. Yes, actually I was pretty good at music at school. Problem was, it wasn't the only thing that I was good in school. I really sucked in all the rest and was the worst in class. Originally, when I was 15 or 16 years old, I wanted to become a conductor. But soon I realized that it wasn't creative enough for me, because you only get to conduct music usually that other people already wrote. So I wasn't sure what to do. And when I think in 2001, a friend of mine had a magazine about music production. And so I decided to do that, and I spent all the money that I had saved to buy my first car. I spent all that money on studio equipment, because you couldn't just produce with software like you can do today. And yeah, that's how I started. I produced a lot of music already. I produced background music for television and radio, commercials, ringtones that were on the mobile phone when you bought them. And of course I produced for other artists. I worked with a lot of artists in the studio, and also ghost produced for some other DJs. Yeah, a lot of different stuff. I'd probably be a video game designer of some sort, because yeah, I like video games and I like sitting in front of a computer the whole day and doing creative stuff. I played a show once with James Egbert, and he was on stage after me, so he already started and he had this build up, and I was getting my equipment off stage, and everybody was getting crazy and ready to jump, and right before the drop I accidentally unplugged his player or whatever, so everything went quiet, and everybody saw that I was doing that, a few hundred people, and that was quite embarrassing. I'd say 50-50 and pretty extreme, like 50% quite happy and 50% more depressive. Sometimes, yes. I mean, sometimes I'm really focused on making music and I don't play for a few weeks. But right now I love Warhammer Total War. It's really fun. I like to do sports, go to the gym, running. Like I mentioned already, I like video games. And of course, I love spending time with my family, with my wife, with my little daughter. She's 15 months old now. And I play the piano. I sometimes write little piano pieces. Yeah, that's how I what I do besides making music. I do make more music. I was on holiday once and there was a girl standing next to the swimming pool and she was like, oh, I lost my sunglasses in the swimming pool. And I was like, I was drunk, really drunk, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rescue them. And I jumped into the pool and the pool was only that deep and I hit my chin against the bottom of the pool. And I mean, you can easily break your neck or you can die doing that. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. I mean, I survived and I found the glasses. But I was all covered in blood, with my own blood, and yeah, the girl was slightly disgusted when I gave her back her glasses. I usually start by spinning around a lot of ideas, and that can take pretty long. Like for weeks, I just try different stuff until I find something that I really like, and it can be a melody, drum grooves, just a sound, some chord progression, and then I try and add more stuff that I like until I end up with a song that I like. Right here in my studio at home, I know I posted a photo recently with a laptop and said, hey, this is my studio, as a response to deadmau5's Super Crazy Studio. And yeah, I produced on that laptop for many years, also as the Fat Rat. But when I moved back to Germany, I got myself a PC, and basically in my studio it's a PC with a bit bigger speakers, and that's it. Like, I have no output equipment except this shitty keyboard here. Yeah, and that's where I produce. I use Ableton Live. I think you can make great music with every software, with every DAW, but I chose Ableton because I like the usability of it. Pretty much the usual suspects, silent a lot, sometimes massive. I really like Omnisphere for organic sounds, and for orchestra I use East-West Quantum Leap Symphonic Orchestra. That's, for example, the orchestra that I used on Monody and Xenogenesis. I just enjoy the process of making music. Not always, I mean sometimes it's really hard, but when I love a song, which I often do, there's no feeling that I could compare to that. Like, it's just pure pleasure and happiness. And I sit here and it lasts for so long. I mean, it's like 8 hours in a row. I'm just like smiling all over my face, having goosebumps and going crazy. And yeah, that's what drives me. That usually changes because it's usually the song that's gonna be released next. Because I'm really excited when I finish the song. And yeah, that's like it's now. The song that comes out on June 3rd is currently my favorite song. That would be Monody, because it took so much effort to finish it. I did the first layout in summer 2013 and got back to it again and again for 2 years, and finally I started working another 5 months straight on it, like 5 months every day I worked on it the whole day. And at that time I was literally crying myself to sleep, because I knew it was there, I knew it could be great, but it wasn't there exactly. And I also did all the orchestra arrangements, recorded a lot of instruments, and yeah, it was the most effort and it turned out pretty well. So that's the song so far that I'm most proud of. The longest, as I already said, Monody, and the shortest was Never Be Alone, which was basically, the track was basically done in a day, which rarely ever happens, and 2 days for the lyrics and 1 day for the vocal recording, 1 day for the editing, and that was it. I was doing mostly remixes, and I wanted to switch to doing original songs, and that took me some time to develop my own style for my original songs. So all the time I was producing music, I was really working, I was just not releasing it because it just wasn't there yet. When I listen to music, when I hear music, it really grabs my attention and I start to analyze it and think about it. So I cannot listen to music on the side. So I usually, when I'm in a car, I can't listen to music. And even when I play video games, I usually turn the music off that's in the video game. But sometimes I just sit in the studio and enjoy music. And for example, this guy called Divio or Divio, I think, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Check him out on SoundCloud. He has amazing, crazy songs. It's hard often, because when you work on a song for 2 months and you try to get it there, it's not always easy, but it's fun because it gets better and better, and I love making music. So it's hard, but it's fun. Yeah, definitely. I mean, in time-lapse, there's clearly this inspiration from Yoshi in Super Mario World. And I played a lot of video games as a kid, and that definitely inspires me a lot still today. No, we never met in person, and we had just one phone call so far, and that phone call happened, I think, 4 weeks after the release of The Calling. Before that, we only had contact through email. Yeah, so I never even saw her on Skype or something like that. So no, she's not my girlfriend. I was searching for a vocalist for Monody. I already had 4 vocal recording sessions with great singers, but they didn't quite fit on Monody. And then I heard Laura on SoundCloud, and I thought, hey, that might be the right voice for Monody. And so I just emailed her, and she said yes, and that's how it started. Definitely not on the next song, because that song's already finished and she's not on that song. But if I have another track where I think she fits on and she wants to sing on it, she would be on that song, of course. I don't know exactly. I'm really focused on producing new songs at the moment and not doing mixtapes, but probably in a month or 2. I'm planning to do a US tour in summer, fall this year, and do a worldwide tour spring next year, where I hopefully will see all of you guys in person. Not at the moment, because I really want to focus on my own music. And it's a huge responsibility when you do a label, because other artists put a lot of effort into their songs, and if you release those songs, yeah, it's a huge responsibility. And right now I want to focus on making my own music. I had a couple of offers from major record labels so far, but I didn't go with any of them because I have so much freedom right now. I can just release music whenever I want, and I can let you guys share it and use it on YouTube and all that stuff. And I would only go with a record label if they would respect that and let me keep that freedom. I'm in the process of making a couple of collaborations at the moment, but I don't want to talk about them already because you never know if they get finished, and I don't want to disappoint you guys. Probably, I mean, one day, most likely. I don't know. Because you know, it's not like I have a plan when I make music and have everything figured out and just follow that plan. It's more like a creative chaos where something erupts out of it at some point, and I don't know what it's gonna be. Yeah, but there's one track that's currently in the making that I'm definitely want to release, probably after the next song, and that's Glitch Hop, really happy Glitch Hop. But after that, I don't know. I think the most important thing is that you know why you make music, and you should do it because you love it. Because if you don't love it, if you do it to get rich or famous, you're probably never going to be rich or famous because you don't like it. But if you like it, you make music, you love it, and you've already won. June 3rd, which is a premiere for me, the song, because it's the first time that I sing on a song, so I'm a bit nervous how you guys are gonna like it. I think it's cool, but you're gonna be the judge. And yeah, that was it for the Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. And thank you very much for watching. June 3rd, next song. Bye.
I'd like to turn the whole world on just for a moment, just for a moment. I'd like to turn the whole world on just for a moment, just for a moment. set it off, start me up.
Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on.
Start me up, set it off, start me up, set it off, start me up, set it off, start me up.
Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on, turn the world on. I'd like to turn the whole world on. Turn the world on.
How does it sound if we spend the night?
Funky.